you as a toy.
I've never said yes, mommy, because it's cringe as f, but I'm thinking it awfully loudly. But if she needs a C-section, I'll give you a C-section. I really need to, you know what, where's my super glue? I need to fix these. I'm tired of not being able to just pick them up. I always have to like hold my pinky a certain way for it to be on point. I might get the metal ones, I'm not gonna lie. But these are so much fun. I swear to God, like I am such a child. There's not a whole lot of nerd shit that I have. I swear to God, this straw hat and this thing are basically all I have around my entire apartment. Other than like my own artwork, I don't have nerd shit anywhere in my apartment. But man, I love these claws. I spend so much time playing with them. I wish I had real ones. You ever see that video? It was where they're talking about what kind of powers would you want? You want the adamantium skeleton and claws, or would you want like the healing property?
You can choose which power you want. Adamantium claws or mutant healing.
They want the adamantium skeleton and claws, and they go, yeah!
We'll take the claws.
And they go, ah! They start screaming, and then they just die by accidentally like stabbing each other. And I was watching Ninja Turtles for the channel. Kept putting clips of me screaming at people at the bar that I work at about watching Rise of the TMNT. And, you know, I always felt kind of goofy because I'm screaming at a bunch of like 30 to 50-year-old men about watching a Ninja Turtles cartoon. But when I tell you all those 30 to 50-year-old men fucking watch X-Men 97, they are all coming in talking about X-Men 97. I'm going to say it again, though. Low key, this dude that plays friggin' Cyclops is just crushing it. You sound like a mother. I can't believe she's not in the show anymore. They made her powers look so nasty. I was so happy to see more of it. I don't know why Morph sounds like that, though. Like, they didn't even try with Morph. One of the X-Men.
One of the X-Men.
One of my good friends at the bar, he tells me that him and his daughter's like 4 or 5. And that every Wednesday she wakes up and is like, X-Men? X-Men? And like, that's their like thing they do. Is that every Wednesday morning they sit down, they watch X-Men on Wednesday mornings. I'm like, warms my heart. Yeah, no, they're definitely adding random clips. Everybody was pissed about Morph's new like look, how he's more androgynous. Who gives a shit? The dude that shapeshifts. He's in his like normal form like once every like episode.
A den of confusion.
She's a clone? Oh, Sinister, isn't it? It's gotta be Sinister, right? Because Sinister took their DNA when he kidnapped Morph. Or when he kidnapped them with Morph on their wedding night. Yeah, see, bam! Called it. Let's go.
You're right. My friends, words will fail to prepare you. But the gene that lies on this couch would appear to be the
genetically
Jean Grey. Ergo,
our gene is a clone.
What?
Gene, I assure you, the science is sound.
But I have memory.
I feel like you should be a little bit nicer about this beast.
Storm would have believed me.
That's fucked. That's fucked. I thought it was her from the future. That's some Roy Harper shit. Dog, these episodes do not like
Beast tests won't change
give you like a single moment to breathe.
I know. No one is saying that.
Sorry, I'm playing with
With
these
the
again.
Professor and Storm.
Life we brought into this world. You and I.
Of course I trust that.
Jean Grey. Are you Jean?
Hello?
Yo, this show is wild.
Scott, you have to get Nathan.
Hank, what's wrong?
Scientists, like artists, have signatures to their work. I know who cloned Jean.
Obviously.
So dark and twisted he can be described as nothing other than
Sinister. Who the fuck else would it have been?
Most refer to me as Mr. Sinister. But you can call me Father.
You are our son. I'm not Jean Grey.
It sucks to hear his voice through this thing,
You'll come nowhere near my son.
because I loved the sound
Your body
of his voice in the
have
original.
no choice.
So when did he kidnap them? Is this when... Was it when he kidnapped them on their wedding night?
Lawless.
That would be crazy. It's the only time that I can think of it happening, though.
Mommy's busy.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. Wow, what the fuck is this bitch's name? I can't remember her name. I never read the comics with her inside of it. I know her, so that should have occurred to me that that's who that is.
Looks like Magneto and Rogue have the Danger Room next.
Mm.
Oh, and all tomorrow too.
Mm.
Wow, Rogue's really training her stamina. Don't say that.
On second thought, maybe Gambit go look for Rogue right.
Go easy on him, pal.
I love that he has his friend back.
Well, one of them.
Genuinely, I love that he has his friend back. He was the only one of you that ever made me laugh. Oh shit, he came to visit?
Always with the jokes, eh, Morph? As if I don't know.
Get on back to the swamp with the rest of them nasty thieving critters, Remy.
So creepy. So creepy. God damn.
Liar.
God damn. The only time that it ever really got this creepy was the Soul Drinker episode. I remembered watching that Soul. Oh my god, this is so creepy. Man, I did not need to smoke before watching this episode.
You abandoned me, Bishop. Where's your home?
No, I'm having like slight panic attacks right now. I was not like you expect a certain level of like.
Look, this is not my son.
Oh my god. Spirited Away shit. I remember watching the Soul Drinker episode on Fox at like 8 o'clock at night. It was some weird thing where they had the X-Men on like late night. It was a fucked up episode. So I was like, maybe they had to put it on at nighttime.
Don't leave us.
They are all inside.
We're in hell.
He said hell before. I remember that Gambit said hell. Oh no, Beast said hell once. But he was like reciting something. Does that count as a fastball?
You smell like burned hair.
I wonder how happy Cal Dodd is to doing this. Because I don't remember Cal Dodd ever doing anything later on in life. Not like with his own life, I'm just saying like voice acting wise. Do concussive blasts count towards Bishops? I guess, yeah. No, I feel like that's more of a Sebastian Shaw thing. Anyone in the comments section that reads more X-Men comics than me, let me know. I feel like Cyclops' blast shouldn't work with Bishop's power. I feel like that should only work with Sebastian Shaw's power. This real Jean? Yeah. Can't remember the lady. It's like Lady something. Clone. Lady Blackenfire. Like again, I read a lot of it, but I never read any of the ones with Jean being this clone.
Who doesn't? I am beyond Jean Grey.
I am
beyond the X-Men.
Lady.
I am scorn and fury.
Okay.
Forged in righteous brimstone. I am the Goblin Queen.
That's not her name.
For
The
you,
Goblin
Father.
Queen? No, I don't
My
remember that being her
suggestion?
name.
Don't.
She hot. The way she just went.
He can even take away their will.
Aww, I was expecting to see old Morph.
She must not remember how to entirely control her powers. The sheer magnitude of her psychic abilities are overwhelming her.
You know what's funny is I always say when it comes to anytime like a movie has like or a TV show or comic has a person that either can have super hearing or can read everybody's mind, how like when they first get their power, it's like it's too much, or you're like, too many voices. I can hear everything. That's kind of how I feel at the bar sometimes, because bartender hearing is like for sure a thing. But at the same time, bartender hearing works the other way around, where I'll be sitting there and, be hearing, some guy be like, yes, I was fucking her in the I didn't need to hear that. Oh, God damn it. Too many. And then, oh, yes, I was doing that. Oh, no, too. For sure a thing. So I feel you, Jean Grey.
I can show you where he is.
Are you sure, Morph?
Good. One of the X-Men.
One of the X-Men.
And genius.
Can the baby breathe? Really, Sinister? Creepy cathedral? This looks like where Spike and Vicious fought.
Better listen. I know not what I
I don't remember her name being Goblin Queen.
I knew.
Madelyne Pryor, that's right. I'm like Lady Blackenfire. Madelyne Pryor.
I will.
Dope. Nice. Yo, these action sequences go off. Like, they didn't have to do this glass shattering thing.
Beyond mere metal.
I really like her.
Look at you.
I like her
A villain
energy
dress up as a hero.
animations.
I
The
should have you as
the
a
green and
toy.
purple looks nice. Oh my god, that looked dope as fuck. Ooh, to the face. Yeah, see, that looks nice.
Come on, Judy. Like riding a bicycle.
He's like, maybe I can fuck this one. Maybe when she finds out that Scott's got a baby with a clone, she'll be like, fuck you, Scott.
Is that all you can remember?
Say I think too much.
Don't worry. All I do is think too.
I remember
That's so cute.
It felt like the first day of the
Yeah,
rest of my
that's
life.
so cute. Just now realizing that the volume levels for this have to be completely off. I'm gonna have to do so much editing. I'm gonna have to do so much editing because you're hearing like everything.
This is the greatest moment of my life. Let's go save Nathan.
Nice.
It's over, Sinister.
Is it now? Ladybird.
Morph. Just all of a sudden he's gone. Like, how does he just dip out right now? Like, he went into the shadows, okay. Like, yo, let's go. Oh, there's a staircase here. Let's follow. Hey, there he is. No, get over here. Like, I don't understand how he just, your house is on fire. Twiddly-dee, twiddly-dum, I will fade into the shadows and you guys are just gonna let me go. Like, she's a psychic. She can hunt you down. You've got the rest of the X-Men, like, hunting you down. Like, no. How does he just bounce? No. How does he just bounce? I don't understand how he just bounces right now. Bullshit.
This band only got enough juice for Nathan and I.
Meaning, we can't go with you.
Oh, no. I won't be like my father. I won't abandon my son.
He didn't really abandon you. He got kidnapped by aliens. I mean, he did kind of abandon him later on.
You know how it feels to be abandoned?
But didn't he think that they died? Trying to remember.
You ask yourself why we did this. Was something wrong?
And I'm gonna put this in your brain so that it like pops up when you think this.
How your voice would sound, your laughter, how you'd smile. We love you so much, Nathan.
I wasn't expecting X-Men to fucking hit me like this, man. That's super sad. Again, look at Bishop's time energy. Kirby dots a little bit, lightning bolts. Like, they've got such cool, different energy signatures for everybody. So now, I was gonna say, there's no way she stays.
Wait. Take care, Jean. Call me Madelyne Pryor.
There it is. Why Madelyne Pryor? I feel like she just came out of that out of nowhere.
No relief inside.
Oh, cool, she's back.
Looks like
Shame about the weather.
Is that Forge?
Who are you? Name's Forge.
Hey.
An old friend of Charles Xavier. I'd like to help you get back what you've lost.
Good shit. Good shit. Still though, I'm mad that I just realized that it was my volume levels have been off this entire time. So if you've been watching this for the last 2-3 episodes wondering why it's so goddamn loud, that's why. But again, this is all, I haven't done any of this in months. I'm surprised that this has actually gone as smoothly as it has, knock on wood. Oh well, hopefully it wasn't too bad. That episode was also great. For some reason it didn't, I don't know. First of all, I feel like it got resolved a little too quickly. Like, this should have been a two-parter. But yeah, this horror movie shit was crazy. That was crazy. Aw, Morph with the bags under his eyes. That's when he goes, one of the X-Men.
One of the X-Men?
Morph, you're still one of us. You're still one of the X-Men. One of the X-Men.
One of the X-Men?
At last. Oh, yes. my body. No, because it has like a weird like tinny sound to it. I always loved his voice in the original. Ruckus, the plane.
Ruckus, the plane.
Morph has to have met her then. Yo, they really went off with this fight though. This part right here. I love that through his eyesight thing. This reminds me of Mob Psycho when Teru fights Teleport Guy, where he opens his eyes and then he just, hey, what's up? I'm just now realizing why it's rainbow colored. I thought it might have been because of her powers. I'm like, that's a cool power, but it's because it's all stained glass. Look at how sick this looks. Look at how many, there's like 4 different like energy level thingies happening at the same time. It's sick. That is such a sick shot. You would have never seen a shot that sick in the original series. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah. I remember hearing that the guy who one of the head honchos of this got fired like the week that this dropped, and everybody's been all like, oh, how this show is so sick, how can you fire him, you suck, it was gonna you ruined everything. And someone online tweeted out something like, I don't care what he did, it can't be that bad, just bring him back. And someone else tweeted out, I'm gonna bookmark this and we're gonna circle back to it when it comes out. And the next, and the retweet was, oh, it's bad. Oh, okay. Like, nobody's talking about what it could be. I mean, they're talking about what it could be, obviously, but there's no, I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like, we need to bring him back. Let's find out what happened first, and then we'll make our decisions. Even if we only get this one season, even if the next season sucks, whatever. X-Men kind of fell off near the end. I for sure stopped paying attention around season 3 and 4. Animation got a little bit weaker. You know what's funny is that one of the things that I really, really love the most about this is that because they've switched to this animation style that they've got, I always loved the original X-Men's animation, but because it was so detailed, because they put so many shadows and everything on it, on top of that, just you could tell that it was hand-drawn. The line work would change drastically. It's so weird watching this and seeing how clean the line work is. It looks amazing. I still feel like Beast's voice sounds off, even though it was him. I like this. This was I don't think that I've ever seen him say this to her. I think a lot too. I don't remember that in the comics or in any iteration of X-Men, but if I was Jean Grey and I was a baby and I was losing my shit because I think too much, and then this dude shows up smiling and goes, that's all I do is think too, that'd be pretty cute. The fact that he falls in love with her is kind of fucking creepy. I forget that he met her as a 9-year-old. When I think about him telling Scott that he's in love with Jean, I'm thinking about adult Jean Grey. Makes, it's creepy, but it doesn't, it's whatever. But yeah, when you think about the fact that he met her as a little girl, kind of creepy. Kind of creepy there, Charles. Look at how sick some of these, look at this shot. The line work is just so good. This was beautiful though. This was the fireflies, the lake. This was a really beautiful fucking scene. Again, I feel like the original X-Men show, because it came out when it did, don't get me wrong, there was some really beautiful moments when Wolverine is on the tree going, I'll avenge you, my friend, I swear it. And again, I was mentioning how they said hell earlier. Beast was, I forget what the context was, but Beast was reading a passage of something, and he's like, it is all we have of heaven and all we need of hell.
I believe Emily Dickinson said it best. Parting is all we know of heaven and all we need of hell.
And I remember being 11 or 12 when it came out and just being like, did they just say hell? they just say hell on Saturday morning? Fruity Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles. Funny, I want to send this to my sister. This looks like my sister right now. Let me actually send this to her. I feel like she's gonna be like, wait, why does, because the kid kind of looks like my nephew too. I don't want her to be like, why does Bodhi have green things on him? But yeah, look at how good, like that. Again, I still love the way that this energy thing looks. Oh, they removed the Kirby dots when they go to this spot. I feel like this Pink Floyd prism thing they didn't need. I feel like, well, I guess it was already there. I feel like you don't need that. I feel like this cool little effect was enough, but again, they go all out. I want to watch that fucking stained glass window fight again. Yeah, so dope. Look at the angles on that. The angles on that's another thing about the way that they've done this animation, is that they get to do these crazy dynamic fucking action sequences with these crazy fucking camera angles that you just wouldn't have been able to get with 2D without it being a fucking, oh my god, I can't imagine what it would have been to animate this whole thing in regular 2D. This little shaky camera angle thing is clutch. I can't get over how good this rainbow color shit looks. This is so nasty. Also, her saying that is super hot. I should have you as a toy. Be like, I've never said yes, mommy, because it's cringe as fuck, but I'm thinking it awfully loudly. That is so sick. They've got some of the sickest fucking action sequences. That's crazy, though. We went from possibly Jean Grey from the future to, oh, it's a Sinister clone. The baby's got to go to the future. And on top of that, we get a horror show episode. Man, I don't even want to watch this part again. I am happy that Jubilee's dude came back, though. Good for Jubilee. Good for jubilation. I am the Goblin Queen. I don't understand why she would call herself that. That's so stupid. Like, how do you... I was waiting for someone to, like, do that Marvel thing where they, like, laugh at the name. That's, like, the one and only time where that would have actually, like, worked for me. Like, I am the Goblin Queen. And Cyclops be like, excuse me? Hold on a second. Goblin Queen, you wanna run that by us again, Red? Berserker Barrage! Okay. Once again, I'm sorry for the audio levels being off for 2.5 episodes. But from here on out, I am one of the X-Men. It's 1:22. I still have 2.5 hours before I have to go to work. I theoretically could watch another episode right now. What do you think? Should I watch another episode? I wanted to have Fruity Pebbles, though. All right, I'm going to walk Stella real quick, and then we're going to come back and probably watch one more. How's it going? Haven't had the lights on or anything. All right, now we're official, okay? I went back and I listened to that first one. The first one didn't sound too bad when it came to the volume levels. I was worried the volume levels were going to be completely drowning me out. I feel like I can work with that. And then I didn't have the lights on, but I did get the volume levels right near the end of those last two. So now the volume levels are good. The lights are on. It's 1:30. I for sure can watch one more episode. Stella's been walked, but he's happy. He still have a little bit of coffee first.
Previously on X-Men.
What did I say? The first time it sounded like Beast. I'm like, they're probably gonna do it differently each time. Oh yeah, so again, Rogue and Magneto in the Savage Land. I don't remember when that happened. It had to have been, it couldn't have been before she joined the X-Men. Like, there's no way she joins and plus nobody knew about the Savage Land until later on, so. It does, again, it reminds me of when he met Jubilee. Like, who are you? Cyclops, get down. Oh, an energy blast, huh? Here's one from a pro. Dude, he is just like, come on, man. As soon as she said that, my heart broke. The breeze is gone. Like, oh, that's such a heartbreaking way to have her, like, say that I've lost my power. This has such an Archer vibe to it sometimes. I wonder if they had people from the Archer animation squad. I don't give a fuck. I'm 40 years old. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to recapture some of that, like, youthful exuberance. Everyone always says that I look good for 40, and I agree. But I am 40, and I have been worn down by the world. And lately I've just been trying, it's been such a rough year for me. This has been one of the hardest years of my entire fucking life. So to have something that like brings me back to my childhood and lets me like not hate life for a little bit, like let me have it, man. Let me have it. If I want to dance to the X-Men theme, leave me alone. He sounded a little bit better there. I hate this Magneto costume. I love how much the episodes just go into each other. The blue Rogaine ad.
Jubilee will see far more birthdays should she learn to master her powers to face a world that despises.
Aw, come on.
Someone's daddy didn't get him a pony for his sweet 16.
My father was murdered. Exactly. Come on, Morph. You should know better than that.
Big shocker, I know, but
Go to the mall.
let's go to the arcade. It'll be just like old times.
See? Look at that. She's feeling all old and she wants something to remind her of happier times. Granted, she's 18. I'm fucking 40.
You would have the master of magnetism seen in a bar of childish make-believe?
That's a really good impersonation.
Actually do play video games?
The only people who hate video games are bad at video games.
That's true.
Never even heard of a Motendo.
Oh shit. I know what that means. Uh-huh. Nice. And talk about bringing me back to my childhood.
Too. And a bunch of other mutants, all enslaved to build by Bolivar Trask.
They do a fair job of keeping the exposition slightly minimal. Like, they don't go crazy with it, and plus he wasn't here for it, so, you know, it makes sense for her to explain it to him.
Looks like you've been dieting?
I was gonna say.
I want to say something scary, like if you die in the game, you die in real life.
But if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Be young forever, replay the golden hits, no growing up.
Damn it, this is like I don't like what they're doing with this. They're making me feel like everything that I was just talking about when I was saying how I'm like, oh man, I feel old. I want to relive my youth a little bit by dancing to the X-Men. Mojo was like, yeah, you want to do that, huh? Stella, I don't know what you want, baby. I feel like she has to poop. We're gonna go, baby. Give me a second. Oh, she definitely has to poop. She never like begs me like this. All right, back in 2 seconds. Let me just. One day later. Clearly, I did not make my my goal of watching everything before the finale ended, but I haven't been spoiled yet. I haven't been spoiled by anything, so I'm trying to knock them all out today. But this is going to be interesting because y'all have seen me with way too much energy because that's just how I am naturally. But I had a long night last night. I didn't get to work till like 5:30, so you guys also get to experience what it's like to listen to not tired me, but just waking up me. I've got more bass in my voice. I don't know why. It always happens. Every now and then I get that Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop voice, that Steve Bloom voice. I did have one thing spoiled from me from the ending, and that was just that at one point Cyclops, don't spoiler if you haven't watched this episode yet, Cyclops puts on his old outfit, and my boy Zero at the bar that I work at, when I mentioned that I saw that he puts on his original suit, my man goes, oh, they all put on their original suits. And I was like, motherfucker, like I figured that, but thank you just for like confirming it for me. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it, Z. That pan down was definitely, I was gonna say TMNT. This is so TMNT. I love the 8-bit sound effects.
Gotta grow up. Otherwise, reality will smack you right in the face.
I'm assuming that's gonna be Magneto.
I am Magneto.
I remember that Jubilee's got some like even though I make fun of her shit, I know that like she has the ability. Like I don't know if she ever actually does it. Like she doesn't get cool to me until she I was gonna say it until she gets the dragon dude, but that's Kitty. No, Jubilee becomes a vampire. I forgot. Jubilee becomes a vampire with a baby. Like Mojo just like annoys me now.
I don't speak justifiably angry.
Justifiably.
Mojo's broadcast server.
That's a dope Gambit statue.
Like I said, we go
What
way
the
back.
fuck?
I'm gonna hit pause here for
Yeah,
a second.
seriously.
I got a few questions. Explain everything.
So he got like alternate universes.
Digital replicas of me. I'm the only one left.
Oh, digital
I play
replicas.
these levels inside and out. Living doesn't get cheat codes or extra lives, but it has friends and family. Life's a total risk, and it's on you. Take it.
I got a little bit of chills.
He's totally wrong about one thing. Video games rule.
Video games do rule. I've been trying to get back into them lately.
The harder they pop.
This reminds me of the more recent One Piece chapters, no spoilers. That's dope. Is she gonna be able to do that now? Like, is she gonna look at all this and be like, oh shit, I can do that? Like, I remember reading that Jubilee's powers have like the capability of being way more nasty than she uses them. But I guess she is 18. She just got her powers when the show started. The fuck is this music? What is this? Sailor Moon, give me the strength to carry on fighting against Queen Beryl bullshit we got going on right here. This anime ass fucking, this 90s anime ass shit. That was genuinely Sailor Moon fighting Queen Beryl. Give me the strength to carry on. With all our love, we can't go wrong. My girl. The fuck was that Fade to Black bullshit? I guess it was a Mojo episode. Life Death Part 1. What? What's happening? Life Death Part 1? Forge and Storm. But the episode like ended? There's a two episode in one episode. I know the finale is like an extra, like it's like an hour. I'm happy to still be able to hear Storm's voice. I thought she was gonna be out for the whole season.
A neat toaster or a thing that'll store your mutant powers?
Or a bowl of this delicious cheese.
I was gonna say, if the man can invent anything, I'm sure he can cook. You can invent better legs?
May I ask?
I was a soldier. There was a war.
This line work. Again, I understand that it's...
Hair so powerful.
Wait, hold on. She brings up, she's like, hey man, I hate to bring up this really, really clearly touching, topic matter. And then as soon as he starts talking about it, she's like, I miss flying.
I was a soldier.
I miss soaring.
That's so rude. She didn't like acknowledge anything there. Where are my claws at?
Allowed you to fix yourself. What a blessing.
Listen, I get where she was going there now, but still.
I'm not building you a faster horse.
I'm not building you a faster horse. What a rude little man. There will be no dismemberment, Wolverine. The fuck was that?
The goddess lives.
Man, why wouldn't you let her know, hey, by the way, there's a cliff coming up? Again, hearing her voice is just such a... No, that's too soon. You gotta take at least another episode. I will say that they move way too fast in this. Like, some of these need to be two-parters. Aww.
Please.
This is the first time, like...
Please.
Well, hey, give the man time. The man figured out the last power differential while going for a horse ride. Like, maybe he takes a nap and he figures out, oh, I needed to carry the 3, Don't tell me she's leaving.
Why is fixing me so important to you?
You deserve it.
Storm.
Don't tell me he's in love.
The Defense Department offered to help me. As long as I helped them build some device.
He helped make the fucking...
Devices that could be used to neutralize dangerous mutants.
Fuck.
All people should know the perils of trusting those in Washington.
That's not fair.
Seriously, like, I get where they're both coming from, though. Like, you find out that this motherfucker's responsible for the mutant neutralization shit.
Powers be damned. How do you not see that?
She's gonna slap you. I love you.
I love you.
I called it.
Instead, you have fashioned a fool.
I know my girl. I know my girl. Oh, but the powers are gonna come back now. Yeah, she's gonna like Shadow King? By the way, if none of y'all watched Legion, watch Legion. It's dope. I didn't think that we'd get Farouk. Oh shit. Definitely in her head though. Come on, how do you not recognize?
You live.
Oh, is it not Shadow King? Did Xavier nerf him in the original series? I can't remember. One of the X-Men. And I'm not gonna lie, I might need a streaming break. I've been streaming for how long now? 5 hours and 20 minutes. 5 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely need like at least like an hour break. So